So my name is Frank Silverman. We're just going to wait a couple minutes before Mr. Tassoul and I get together and start talking about SuperShow. And unfortunately, you're stuck with one of us because Metzger was supposed to be here. He's homesick.
We'll let you figure out which one you're stuck with.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Although, if you can hear my voice, I'm about done. I'm on the way to being sick. So very, very good. I heard somebody's phone on there. So, what's the weather like in Wisconsin?
Wisconsin was cold and rainy before I left, and then I got into Oklahoma yesterday, and it was sunshine and nice. I don't think we've hit spring yet in Wisconsin. It's
95 degrees in Orlando, 93 degrees yesterday.
Was it really?
Couldn't even put the top down. It was too hot. No, too hot.
Oh.
My head burned.
Yes.
But did you see any of our black belt testing on the beach?
I did.
Cool?
Yeah. What were you guys doing at the end with everybody in the...
So, have you ever seen that?
Never seen it before. No.
So when I got my, I think it was 4th degree black belt, training all day, so you're really sweaty. So my instructor makes you bend over, and he puts the certificate on your back because you're all sweaty.
Okay.
And then he signs it. So there's a natural sweat stain from all your work on the back of your diploma. So it's kind of cool. You don't really see it, but there's this big sweat stain to help remind of all the hard work. So we started doing our advanced testing on the beach. And what we do is we give them 2 certificates because the one gets kind of ruined. But they kneel down in the water and we sign the diploma in the water, and it kind of runs all the colors together and everything. And it's probably not one you're going to frame, but it's the one you're really going to remember.
Right.
Because you've been on the beach for 10 hours, right? So and then we also give them a regular certificate as well. That's nice, clean for framing. So
you're cool. Signing on their backs.
So you literally sign on the backs in the water.
Oh wow!
And so the ink is smudging all over. You got to remember they've been out there. They tested the night before, but then they get there at 6 a.m. and they test till 12, 1 o'clock or whatever time it is, and it's brutal.
What time did you guys start?
6.
Wow.
We get there early enough to make sure we all see the sunrise.
Okay.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. That's great. Yeah, I was curious what that was when I saw it. You see people in the water and. If your old test was in the water, what you
No. You saw we had the jiu-jitsu guys out there, a world champion judo Olympian. It was just unbelievable. It was crazy. Doing throws in the water. It's rough. It's rough. The water's cold, then it's hot, and then you got sand. Can you imagine having the sand after the water? That itself is worth the test.
Yeah. That's very neat.
All right. Hey, so we came here to Oklahoma, do a little bit of MAIA work.
Yes.
Topic of the SuperShow came up.
Right.
So I'm guessing you're going to be at the SuperShow.
I'm working, so I got to be there.
I'll be at the SuperShow, starting with opening ceremonies and the seminars. But, we're just talking with a lot of people, emailing back and forth, saying, hey, should I go? Can I go? Do I want to go? Are you bringing your staff to the SuperShow?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're my consultant. Are you bringing them because you have to, or are you bringing them because you want to?
I've been bringing staff for years, and I bring it because I want to, because it's good for them. Because here's what happens. When they go to the SuperShow, they come back, they're re-energized, they're excited, they're energetic, they're ready to go. And number 2 is they get to hear a lot of times similar things that I'm telling them.
You're going to say it. It's the mom approach.
They get to hear it from somebody else, right? And it just resonates with them differently sometimes, which is great, And then they come back and they implement, which is great.
So speaking of Metzger, that reminds me of this. So we all went out after the Curious George event, and his daughter says to me, asks Metzger, says, hey, can I have this cake to eat? And then his mom says, no. Literally, she comes over and says, well, I'll just ask Dad because he'll give a different answer. So that's kind of what you're saying. Right. People go to the seminar, they hear something from somebody else and kind of resonates a little bit different for them.
Right.
So, well, here's the deal. I agree with all those reasons, some of the reasons we take our team members. But, success is different to all of us. And ultimately, we put on the SuperShow so people have a successful experience. You know that. I know that. I don't know that everybody knows that. But the question is, what is success? For you, success might be, I want my instructor to become a better instructor. And we have a whole track on how to become better teachers. Not better martial artists, better teachers. Okay, then we have a whole track for success. For me, might be, I want to become a better martial artist, whether it be in karate, taekwondo. We have representatives from the Kukiwon coming to this seminar. We have had the world's best jiu-jitsu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, Japanese judo practitioners going to be there. So for me, success might be becoming a better martial artist than we can. For somebody else, it might be about how to get more members or how to develop their staff better. But success is different for everybody, and the Super Show offers that. So I think that's kind of cool, all of those reasons. But at the end of the day, we have schools like yourself that are ultra successful, but not everybody is there yet.
Right.
But you weren't there.
No, I wasn't.
So how many years ago was it? And I could listen to this story for hours, but give us the 30-second rundown, because here you are, a consultant doing huge numbers in your school, but it wasn't always that way.
No, it wasn't. It was, my wife will kill me because I don't know how long we've been married, but it was probably 10 years ago.
Go ahead,
and
yeah,
now everybody knows. And I remember we had to use a voucher from the hotel that we stayed at when we got married. The following year, we had to use that free voucher to stay at the hotel. Not where the event was. And the next day, of course, we had to get to the event, and I said, "No, we're not taking a taxi because we just couldn't afford it." So we walked to the event from our hotel to where the Super Show was being held. So
I don't think everybody realizes everything in Vegas looks like it's right there. Right. You can't cross the street in Vegas without it being a 15-minute walk.
Right.
But I mean, to have to walk, so things were that bad at that point in time.
They were.
That's all. So really, what I want everybody to know is we have schools of every level. We have schools every year that haven't even opened up yet coming to the Super Show to learn how to take that first step. We have small schools with 10, 15, 20 students that we have seminars catered just for them. And then we have big schools as well, and everything in between. But for people who say that, let's just decide, is it really worth going to the Super Show? Because it's a lot of money.
Sure.
I mean, it's relative, right? So you got better handwriting than me. So let's do it. I want to go to the Super Show. I live in Florida. I can tell you, I booked my flights. I could spend $600 getting there, but I can get myself there for $400. I'm just not taking the exact direct flight. I might take one stop in Dallas before getting there. $400 a ticket will probably get you to the Super Show.
2 people?
2 people.
All right.
And if you can divide by 2, if not, so
we have $800.
Okay.
For plane ticket.
We have a great rate at the MGM. Beautiful, one of the largest hotels out there. MGM, $95, I think. But here's let's use real numbers. You got taxes and you got resort fees, so about $125 a night. So 2 nights, 3 days, $250.
All right, $250 for hotels.
Super Show ticket.
Yes.
Super Show ticket.
$347.
$347. So let's round up, call it $350.
Okay, so 2 tickets.
2 tickets, $700. Food. Yeah, I always talk to people about this. One of the reasons I think the Super Show is great is it's a vacation too. I didn't list that as one of the reasons, but you know what? Get away, break away, rejuvenate, spend some time working out, spend some time in the spa, you go on the tours, whatever you want to do. Go out. One of the things I like to do is go out and eat a nice meal. I mean, you could spend $1,000 a night eating at Vegas.
Right.
You could also spend $25 to $50 if you're on a tight budget. So you don't have to go overboard. I mean, I've known people who their first times at seminar, they're making peanut butter and jelly sandwich up in their room, and MAIA usually has some snacks and provides some events as well. So here's it. Let's round up and say you're going to keep it manageable. $50 a person a night. So $100 a day there. You can absolutely be in Vegas for 3 days on $300 if you're watching it.
Okay, $300.
$300.
All right.
All right, so what's that?
You're gonna make me add.
Well, let's add $50 to make it round numbers for miscellaneous.
Okay.
I know our math isn't
we'll
good.
Put miscellaneous.
All right. So
perfect.
800.
10, 50, 11, 18,
Okay,
2100 is what that's what I come up with. My math isn't always good.
So, all right, 2100. 2100. Now, how much do you charge a member?
Let's do that math one more time because I said my math wasn't good.
800.
250.
Plus 250.
700.
700.
300.
300.
And 50.
2100.
Hey, that was pretty good.
Enrollment director status right there. All right, how much do you charge a month?
$75. Well, I charge $139.
Okay, but we had talked about this. I don't know what the average person really charges. I believe it's probably closer to 100. Okay, so let's, of course, somebody wants to call in the middle of this, so you know it's not scripted. So $2,100. Let's divide by, let's say that somebody's charging $75 a month.
Right.
Divide by 75. Okay. 28 months. One member for 28 months. Or divide that by 2.
Okay.
2 members. Can you get 2 members from the Super Show, and can you get them to stay for 14 months?
All right.
So here's the number that we're really looking at. 2 members.
Right on.
So here's the question. Is it possible to go to the Super Show, spend 2.5 days there, be surrounded by your peers, learning from experts, and not pick up 2 members?
Yeah, that's impossible. The excitement that you're gonna have when you get back, you're gonna enroll that many people.
So let me be honest, because we worked here, right? If you went to that show, you said, "Oh, Silverman, I came back and learned 2 members." You know what I would say? That you suck.
Right.
I mean, that's what I would say. I would tell you that. Okay, that's horrible. Okay, but at minimum, can you get 2 members? So you've heard me tell this story. I'm friends with Matt Hughes, 9-time welterweight champion. And whenever he does a seminar, I used to travel with him and do some seminars. And he goes and he does a seminar, and he would at the end of the seminar say, "Listen, people, if you spent 2 hours with me rolling and you didn't learn something, one of 2 things: either I can't coach or you're uncoachable." And by the way, Matt would say, "I can coach." Okay, so here's the deal. If you go to the Martial Arts Super Show and you can't pick up 2 students, either the instructors there are horrible, which they're not,
Right.
or we're uncoachable, which you're not. Okay, so this is a recipe for success. By the way, 2 members would be laughable. I mean, you could easily walk out. One idea can generate 10 new members. And by the way, that 10 new members is over and over and over.
Right.
So I mean, isn't that a good investment? Let me spend $2,100 so I can possibly make $20,000 back over the next 2 years.
Absolutely.
Would you invest that money?
100% all the time.
But now the problem comes in. I sold you on going.
Right.
How do we get there?
Right. Yeah. What if I don't have the money now?
That's what I'm saying. So here's I do know a lot of people have the issue. I don't have money. So why don't we run them through my favorite idea that I do as well to help get myself or my staff specifically to the Super Show.
Right.
Okay? So and it doesn't matter the size of your school. If you have 25 members, if you have 125 or 525 members, this idea works. I'm going to use the idea of a parents' night out. It can be anything you want it to be. Okay,
Sure.
but I like the parents' night out because everybody knows how to do it. Now, how much do you charge for a parents' night out roughly?
$25.
Okay, so we're going to make this a little premium. Instead of 25, we're going to do 30. And we're going to have a parents' night out, and we're going to let everybody know that the profits of this, the revenue, goes to sending the team to Vegas for the Martial Arts Super Show. And the question becomes then, why does everybody even care? Why does everybody want to go to the Super Show? Why did your students and the parents want to send your staff to the Super Show?
Well, they want to have the best instructors, you know, that's what they're there for.
They do. I mean, we talk about it all the time. I want to know that my doctor is still studying to become a better doctor.
Hope so.
I want to know that my lawyer is still taking bar tests to make sure he's a qualified lawyer. I mean, for Pete's sake, people that do nails and mow lawns still go through training. It stands to reason that martial arts instructors should still have some type of ongoing training. So your parents, your students, the parents, they actually want you to go. So when they know you're raising this money to go become a better instructor, which means ultimately who wins if you're a better teacher?
Yeah, their child or the students.
They're going to enroll their children or themselves in that, and they're going to help you go. Not only that, because somebody's going to say, well, I can't shut my school down during that time. I say that with a whiny voice because that's how it always is. I can't shut my school down. No, of course you can shut your school down. Okay? They're giving you permission. They're sending you out there. So as a matter of fact, if you can't afford to shut your school down for 2 or 3 days during the slowest time of year, you need the Super Show more than anybody needs the Super Show. But that being said, so you do this seminar, you go to the show, and remember I said that we're going to have some of the world's best martial artists just doing martial arts. Who are you going to train? You've got the inside scoop. You know some people.
I might just hit up a seminar with Hickson.
Gracie,
yeah.
Okay, so now you're not you're a Taekwondo by trade.
Yes.
So, but you're going to go take a jiu-jitsu seminar.
Yeah, yes.
You're going to do a jiu-jitsu seminar. Come back, and you know what you're going to do with what you learned there? You're going to teach a seminar to all the students who helped fund you going to the Super Show for free. So now, you win as a martial artist. If it was your instructor wins. The students win, the parent wins, everybody wins by you going to the Martial Arts Super Show. So now, just for fun, do you think you can get 30 people to participate in that? 50 people? I don't know. But you do the math and back into it and you say, how many people do I need to fund part of this and start working through it? How can I get my hotel a little bit cheaper? How can I get my plane a little bit cheaper? You know, how can I get the Super Show a little bit cheaper? How can we get the Super Show a little bit cheaper?
We might get in trouble. We can throw a discount.
Let's do it.
Out if we want to do
All right,
that.
I use the term success.
Right.
I'll let you call the shot. I made the code. Code success.
Success, and they're $347. How about let's give them $50 off a ticket.
$50 off a ticket, so that'll
50
take
bucks.
that to 600. That's equal to
There you go.
1 month of training when we did our math.
Right.
So here's the deal. I don't know what success means to everybody. To some people, it's about quality martial arts instruction, more members, staff development. We make success about what we want it to be. But whatever it is, the Martial Arts Super Show has that to offer. The one thing you can't say is I can't afford to get out there, because we just gave you the means to getting out there. You know it's worth it. You'll be able to get a return on going out there. And really, we don't say this very often, or actually we do say it often. I just don't think it's heard often enough. Is that MAIA was put in place to help people succeed, to help schools succeed, to help get everybody to the next level. And there's two key words there: everybody,
Right.
and next level. So that's 3 words. Okay, everybody, whether you're just about to open or you're a seasoned school with 50, 100, or 500 students, it's to get you to whatever that next level of success is.
Right.
You gonna help them?
And absolutely. And I think also every year we have the business forum, right?
That's right.
So for people
that's actually pre-conference, right? Before.
That is, and for people that are going there for the business piece, we run that, and it's just tips that they can use in their school to bring their school to the next level as well. And that typically is $199 for the business forum. I know the Super Show, they do it for $99. And we'll do something with live. If you guys ask a question tomorrow, we'll be back on at 2 o'clock. And if you ask a question in the comments below, we'll go ahead and we'll give you the Martial Art Business Forum for free for you and one other person. So it'll include 2 people, and that's normally, like I said, $199 at the Super Show. They do it for $99, but we'd love to have you there. So ask any questions that you have, and then we can answer those questions tomorrow on a Facebook Live tomorrow.
Hey, have you ever seen where the TV has a game show or something, and then they say it doesn't include family and friends of people that work there?
Mm-hmm.
You can't use the discount for your people. Just saying.
Oh, okay. So
All right, that's it.
darn it all.
I guess we're done.
All right.
All right.
See everybody tomorrow.